What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Intentional Podcast, episode 2. I'm your host, Jay Moore. And today's episode is called Let's Be Honest. And I wanted to talk about honesty. I got a couple things I wanted to talk about. But first, man, how's everyone doing? I hope everybody's had a great day today. Let's talk about our day, talk about what we did. As for me, I felt a little under the weather in the morning. But I still made it to the gym. Because I'm a badass like that. I went to the gym. I worked out. I did a little bit of legs. I did a little bit of chest. A little bit of back. A little bit of everything. I like to work out a lot, guys. If you didn't know, now you know. So I went to the gym. I had a very, very good day. It was my day off from work. So I decided to spend it with my wife. And we had an amazing day together. And I can't complain, man. Everything's good. I feel great. I feel amazing. Had a little bit of anxiety last week, and I know I spoke about it in episode 1. But, I'm working through it. We're not all perfect, and we all have our mental battles every once in a while. And it's very important to acknowledge it. It's very important to come to terms with it. Because if you're one of these persons that like to ignore things and live in your own reality, the only person that you're really harming is yourself. So, which goes to the main subject, let's be honest. So, self-honesty. Let's talk about self-honesty. I'm not sure if you guys really speak on that, but for me, self-honesty is one of my favorite things to talk about. And specifically whenever I'm hanging out with my boys or I'm, having just really awesome conversations with individuals, I really like to talk about self-honesty. And it's because I feel like it's something that not a lot of people like to do. Man, I've been holding this microphone backwards, for God's sake. I'm sure you guys can hear me better now. And I could press stop and re-record this, but then it wouldn't, I wouldn't say it wouldn't be original. There's a word that it's not coming into my mind, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to rewind it. Let's just continue. What was I talking about? Okay, so self-honesty. Yes. Guys, it's very important that you guys are very honest with yourselves. Very honest with what you see, very honest with what you feel. Very honest with the things that you're going through. And self-honesty for me is kind of the same thing as accountability for yourself, taking accountability for your actions. So, I know sometimes it's easier to blame other people. Sometimes it's easier to blame different circumstances for not being where we want to be. Sometimes it's emotionally, other times it's physically, other times it's mentally. It's very easy, in your body's first instinct is going to be to point fingers and say, well, this didn't happen because of this, or this didn't happen because of that, whatever the case may be. But I always suggest that you always take a look at yourself first before you start pointing fingers outside. Being honest with yourself. Hey, did I do a good enough job? Could I have given more? Did I slack today? Am I slacking right now? Am I getting comfortable? These are questions you have to every now and then ask yourself. Me, I'm a crazy fuck, so I ask myself this every day, which is probably not healthy for your brain, but whatever. I do it anyways. But it's every once in a while. It's good to do a checkup from the neck up. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanna check your mind, you wanna check your mental state, you wanna check where you're at, and you wanna check how honest you've been with yourself. Because if you get into a habit of lying to yourself specifically, which, by the way, if you lie to yourself, like, you're really not lying to anyone else. Like, first of all, nobody cares. And second of all, like, the effort that you're making to lie to other people about you or just lie in general, it takes a lot more effort to lie, man. You got to keep up with that lie, instead of just being honest. Just be honest. And a lot of people have a difficulty being honest. Like, even if you're having a regular conversation, like, sometimes people be talking to me and I just start thinking about whatever, and I cut them off and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry, but can you start again, because I have no idea what the fuck you just said. You know what I mean? Be honest. Hey, do you have gum? If you have gum, give them gum. If you don't have gum, don't give them gum. But stop saying you don't have gum when you know you have a piece of gum in your pocket. You fucking lying shit. Anyways, D23 happened last weekend. I'm not sure if you guys were aware of that, or what you guys. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But D23 Expo is basically, that's what it is, an expedition. It's Disney Plus's event, and they basically show all of their future projects, everything that they've been working on, everything that they've been spending money on, and what the fans can possibly see in the future. And Marvel, the MCU, they had their own panel, so they showed a couple of things. I'm actually going on my phone right now so that we can talk about the things they released, which is pretty cool. I mean, I was honestly expecting a little more. I was expecting some X-Men news. I was expecting a little bit more of Fantastic Four. But overall, Phase 5 is looking pretty good, man. So they released a trailer for Secret Invasion. And that show looks very, very interesting. I'm not going to say it looks very good because I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know much. I don't know much. I went to Lowe's and I said, hey, I don't know much. And they're like, it's on aisle 75, sir. Anyways, I don't know much about the Skrulls. But I do know that I hope I don't get to see Captain Marvel in this fucking thing. At least the one we know in our universe. I don't like her. Anyways, the show looks good. The show looks interesting. I think that we're going to have a lot of reveals and a lot of recap on what happened after the snap and what Rhodey started going through or whatnot. So look out for Secret Invasion. Nick Fury's coming back. Basically, it's about we've been invaded by Skrulls, and nobody knows who the hell they are. We also saw a trailer for Werewolf by Night. I'll be honest, I know absolutely nada about this thing, but it looks corny and it looks like a one-time thing, kind of like what Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna do with the holiday special. That's kind of what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a one-time thing. Maybe they bring him back. I hope not, but whatever. They released the director for Fantastic Four, and they announced it, and it's Matt Shackman, which is the same guy that did WandaVision. Man, I really hope you don't mess this up. Don't mess this up, because this Fantastic Four thing, man, this could be huge, man. This could be, they could really, really, really turn up the scale if they do a good job with Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is one of my favorites. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to have this toy, and it was the toy of the Thing. And I took that motherfucker everywhere, man. I really don't know how he survived. I mean, I had him in Venezuela. And even through Venezuela, I brought him here to the U.S. And I think I lost the toy when I was like 16 or 17. That's a long ass time with that toy. I kept that toy for a long time, man. I really, really like Fantastic Four. So I hope they'll do a good job. They also released a little bit of Daredevil, which is going to be amazing. I want to see how they're going to connect Daredevil to the whole MCU timeline. What else did they release? Apparently, they released a little bit more footage of that Ant-Man movie. And let me tell you, Ant-Man is going to be sick. Probably one of the best Marvel movies that's going to come out. What movie is it going to replace to get on the top 10? I really don't know, but I think it has a fair shot at reaching Marvel's top 10 movie. Watch out for Ant-Man. It's going to give us a lot of crazy storylines. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Let me go to my list again. Okay. So another thing I had on my list was mistakes. That, and I was at the barbershop today, and we were talking about mistakes too. How a lot of people don't try things or don't reach their full potential due to mistakes. And if you're afraid of mistakes and you're literally missing out on life because of mistakes, I suggest you change, man. I really do. Because mistakes are what are going to build you. You can't go on through life and expect to be great and expect to evolve and expect to change and have success and the greater things of life if you're expecting not to fail at anything. don't be what's that word, man? Today I've been, it's like I lost my brain. No, don't be ignorant. Don't be entitled. That's the word. Don't be entitled. Don't think that bad things are not supposed to happen to you, because bad things happen to everybody every day. Every day is a battle. And there's a quote that I heard a long time ago that really stuck to me, and is, every day you get a chance and you get a choice. And that is, to me, is very profound, because it's so true and it's so simple. But yes, it's so true. So don't okay, every day you get a chance and you get a choice. So basically, every day, man, you have a chance to be great. If you're breathing, guess what? You owe it to yourself to try to do something with yourself. And you get a choice. That means that you're choosing to stay behind. You're choosing to be late on your bills. You're choosing to be depressed. You're choosing to be sad. You're choosing to be lazy. You're choosing to be a procrastinator. These aren't conditions. These aren't things that you were just born with. No. Unfortunately, these are habits that were developed in your lifetime. And at the end of the day, there's no perfect handbook on how to be a parent. So parents are going to make mistakes. Parents are going to forget certain important things in children's life, and that makes an effect in the children's life. So when you become an adult, you're going to grow up with these patterns. But just understand that they're not conditions. It's not like you can't change them. You could change it. You could change it. So choose to be great. Instead of choosing the negative, choose the positive. Choose the positive. And instead of, making excuses for yourself, take a step back, analyze, look at yourself. Ask yourself the same questions that I told you earlier. Am I doing enough? Did I do my best today? Could I have given more? If you're going home at the end of the day and you still feel like you could be doing more, and you don't, simply because you don't feel like it, you're not gonna grow, man. I'm trying to build people. I'm trying to build us a fan base. I'm trying to build a society, a league of people that think alike, that want to do good, so that way the people around them can start doing the same thing. That's how you leave a legacy. All the money that you can make while you're here, that's amazing. See, I'm trying to make all the money in the world. I'm very, very ambitious. There's no stopping me. Not at all. There's no end of the road for me. I can get to the highest mountain and I'm still going to try to figure out how to get to the fucking moon. That's just the personality that I have. And I want to build a fan base of people to start thinking this way, because that's how you build a legacy. A legacy is what you leave behind. And if this podcast and if this message is going to make an impact on someone else that's going through a hard time, and it can help them change, and then they start changing the other people, imagine the greatness that we can accomplish together. So the moral of the story, and what I'm trying to say, is to don't be negative, be positive. You have a choice to be great, or you have a choice to be a fucking lazy fuck. Don't choose to be a lazy fuck. Be the best version of yourself. Be the best thing you could be. And yeah, man, I saw a post on Instagram, and it made me want to talk about this. It's called, this guy was saying there are enemies of success. These are different enemies of success, and it's one of them is comfort. And it's very true. You don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable at anything that you do. Don't get comfortable, because if the moment you get comfortable, that's the moment you're done. You'll never notice it, and when you catch it, it's gonna be way too late. So remember to always stay ambitious. Remember to listen. I didn't feel like doing this podcast today. I'll be honest with you. My mind was just telling me, man, don't do it today. Do it tomorrow. It's already late. Just do it tomorrow. Do it another day. But I had already said I was gonna do it today. And if I didn't do it today, then that means that I'm failing myself, which means I'm going to fail the people around me, because I'm not giving myself the best. So how could I expect the best from the people around me if I'm not even putting in my part, if I'm not even pulling my part of the deal? You know what I mean? I really didn't feel like doing this today, but you know what? It didn't matter. It didn't matter to me. I said, fuck it. It's as simple as opening up my laptop, opening up Logic, connecting my mic, press record, and just start talking. And look at me now. Look at me now. Oh, y'all didn't know? Okay. Well, if you don't know, then now you know. Okay. Enemies of success is comfort. We already spoke about that. Learned helplessness. This is good. This is good. If you don't know what learned helplessness is, it's basically when people start saying, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh, no, I can't. That's, you're basically already telling yourself you can't do it without even fucking trying. And that's called learned helplessness. If you feel like you have this, you're welcome. I'm giving you the cheat code. Get rid of that attitude. Get rid of that mentality, and you're gonna soon be finding success. Enemy number 3 is path of ease resistance. That means that if you're looking for an easy way, there's so many of you out there that do this, man. And again, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not trying to come at you. You can't fix a problem if we don't acknowledge it. And I'm just trying to, these are things that I notice that me, myself, I used to have these things. That's why I feel like I can be open and talk about it, because I'm not a hypocrite. I was this person. If you wouldn't met me 10 years ago, man, unrecognizable. I reinvented myself and I became the best version of myself. And that's why I'm so happy. And that's why I have so much peace and confidence in myself. There's nothing that I can't do, yo. There's nothing. And by the way, talking about nothing that I can't do, I got the master of the record. Permíteme is going to be coming out soon. I don't have a release date, and I'm going to tell you why I don't have a release date. Because I have the master, I have the cover art designed by your boy, myself, because I'm a jack of all trades, and I really want to show the world that you can't do this. I want to be the Nipsey Hussle of the Spanish industry. I want to be fully independent, and I want to be able to hold my own. I don't need 7,500 people around me giving me services that I can do myself. Will I need to outsource? Absolutely. But the people that I'm going to give that outsource opportunity are going to be people that I want their lives to change, that they deserve it, that they've been working. And I'll get there. Anyways, Permíteme is going to be coming out pretty soon. I have the master. I have the cover art. I created some promos already. That's right. I designed as well. Holla at your boy. But I haven't done the music video. And I don't want to have a release date or put a release date if I don't even have the music video done. Because then that means I'm going to be rushed. I'm going to be stressed. And something that's supposed to bring joy and peace into my life will soon turn into something that's going to be stressful. And I don't want that. So be patient. I am going to release the music. I have a ton of music that I'm going to release. I know that I've been saying that for years. And I hold myself accountable for it, man. There are times that I could have just dropped music, but I'm being so strategic and so detailed with everything because I really want to compete with the big leagues. I got the music that can compete with the big leagues, man. I got the music, I got the lyrics that can put me in the same field. That don't mean we're the same players, but it puts us in the same field. And once I get there, which I will get there, I know it's coming. I could feel it, man. I got people working. I got a crew behind me that believe in what I do. And I am forever grateful for the team that I have. You know, Chris, Alex, you know, my wife, my brother, my sister. You know, I got my family behind me. I got my family pushing for me. I got my daughters that she sings all of my lyrics and they know all of my lyrics. And that to me, my nephews, my nieces, my aunts, like the fact that my nieces and nephews know my songs, I'm a legend already, bro. It's like I don't need no motherfucking Lamborghini in the fucking mansion to feel like a legend. Because at the end of the day, that's going to be worthless. At the end, when it's all said and done, it's not going to have any value. It's not going to have any meaning. It's not going to mean anything. But the fact that when my daughter Melody is 18 or 21 or 30 or whenever, she can go online and her father got records out and she can listen to them and she can see the music videos and she can see the work that I put in and she can see that her father worked for her dream while holding it down, while being responsible, while giving a good example. Come on, bro, that's legendary shit, man. If you're a man, that's what you gotta strive to be, man. That's legendary shit right there. I feel like I'm going off topic, so let me go. Oh, I was talking about the song. So the song is coming. I'm just waiting on the music video. I got Alex Quinn that I think I'm gonna shoot it with him, and then we're gonna outsource the editing. It's gonna be dope. Just know it's gonna be dope. All right. Enemy number 3. I said it was Path of Least Resistance. That means that these are people looking for an easy way out. So there is no fourth enemy. There's only 3 enemies. Okay. Comfort, learn helplessness, and ease resistance. Listen, man. I feel like the first thing you gotta do when it comes to making a change is your mind. You gotta learn how to change your mindset first before you even do anything. Before you even try anything, you have to work on your mind. Hey Jay, how do I work on my mind, man? It's very simple, man. You gotta get used to putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. You gotta meditate. You gotta give yourself tasks and complete them, no matter what. That's a good way to practice your brain and your discipline. Make a list. You know that. Just make a list. Shout out to Chris D'Elia, man. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but y'all should go on YouTube and search Chris D'Elia. Make the list. Matthew McConaughey. Man, that shit had me dying. Just make the list. Anyways, but it's true. Make a list of some things you want to get done. And you got to make sure that you cross it off. You got to make sure that you cross it off. I know it sounds corny, but it'll take you no more than 3 minutes to make a list. I'm not telling you make a list from now till the end of the year with the things that you want to get accomplished. Don't overwork yourself. Don't complicate yourself. I'm just saying, make a list. Make maybe like a weekly list. You can start with a weekly list. You know, I try to do a daily list. You know, go to the gym, wake up, go to the gym, and then the rest, you know, just fucking kill anything I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do over here, man. Here in this podcast, we do raw shit. We do king shit. This is the home for kings and queens and winners and fucking animals, man. People that are relentless, you know. I'm also thinking about dude, let me talk about this. So the other day I was watching a show called Barry, and it's about this hitman that has got a job to kill this guy, and following him, he ends up in an acting class, and he ends up falling in love with acting, and now he's trying to change his life and stop being a hitman so that he can become an actor, but he got debt he got to pay, so it's kind of complicated. Anyways, I thought about writing a show kind of similar like that, because I do want to write a show. I do want to write film. It's something that's always interested me. It's something that's been on my mind forever. And obviously, you know, I got to strategize my moves, so it's not like I'm going to use the time that I have to do something else right now, because obviously music is my priority, and I want to try to get as many records out, but that don't mean that I can't kind of make it like a goal to reach, you know. Eventually, one day, I hate the word eventually, but I'm saying one day I want to be able to write films. You know, I want to write a Marvel movie. That's definitely in my bucket list. My voice is starting to hurt. I'm not sure how long this podcast is right now, but it is starting to hurt, so I'm cut it a little bit short. My wife is waiting for me, and we got to eat some dinner. We ordered some Denny's. No, I didn't order anything unhealthy. In case you were wondering, I ordered something healthy. And yeah, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I want to, encourage everybody to just practice honesty. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the people around you. Be honest with the people that you love. Sometimes the truth might hurt, but it's gonna hurt you more to hang on to truths that you could have said. You know what I'm saying? I just came up with that. I didn't think about that. I didn't practice that. That last quote that I just said, I just came up with that. This is why having a podcast is important. Thank you for the love and the recommendations in last episode. I really, really appreciate you guys for taking the time to give me a like, to subscribe, to give me a comment. Listen, the more interactions we have, the more we trick this YouTube algorithm into reaching more people. And that's the goal, to reach more people so that we can build an audience, so that we can build a fan base and grow together. Merchandise is going to be coming pretty soon. I want to get some intentional shirts. So I'm in the middle of designing it right now. I haven't told anyone. It was a secret. But you know what? This is the podcast. And we can't hold anything back here. So I do plan on dropping some intentional shirts and maybe hoodies, maybe some shit so you can wear to the gym. Because, over here, we like to be healthy and we like to be strong and we like to feel good and look good. Listen, man, this is episode 2 of the Intentional Podcast, titled Let's Be Honest. Practice honesty, self-growth, self-love, and self-honesty is the key to any relationship. And you can't handle any relationship if you can't handle a relationship with yourself. So prioritize yourself, take care of yourself, have limits and boundaries so that way your inner peace is never interrupted. Okay, this is episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. Crush the rest of the week. Right now it's Wednesday night. By the time you hear this, it's probably going to be Thursday morning. So crush the rest of the week. Be the best version of yourself. Be the best you could be. This is your boy Jay Moore. Permíteme is coming out soon. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at JMooreOfficial. Actually, I think I changed my name. And I should know this by heart. And the fact that I don't know it kind of pisses me off a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. You can follow me on Instagram at JMooreMusic. That's JAYMOAR Music. 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 I have music out already. My latest single is called Te Vas. I was listening to it the other day, and it's still amazing. And it's so amazing that I'm going to play you guys a little bit of it so that you can jam out with me while we say goodbye and we wrap this thing up, okay? I'm just looking at it on my Apple Music. That's right, your boy's on Apple Music. Listen, man, this song is beautiful. If you don't like this... Are you kidding me? Are you listening to these lyrics? Come on, man. Come on, man. This is good. Come on, man. This is amazing. If you don't feel this way about your music, don't drop music. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. I love you all. Practice love, practice peace. Intentional Podcast, episode 2 is officially a wrap. Thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful night, guys. Bye-bye.